A couple of months ago, I made a video about treasure hunters claiming that they found a portal in Sedona, Arizona. And while I was making that video, I stumbled upon some other very interesting stories that I wanted to share with you. Some people say that while they're walking in the Sedona desert, they feel at times like they're in surreal surroundings. Some of these hikers find this creepy, and others find it spiritual. One such story happened when a couple visiting Sedona decided to go on a hike one day. And while they were hiking, they saw that part of the trail looked like it had a pane of glass blocking it. And as they were getting closer, they started to feel dizzy and kind of sick. And when they reached this anomaly, or whatever you want to call it, they didn't want to walk through it. But one of them did stick their hand in, and when she brought it back, this anomaly disappeared. It just melted away. And this freaked them out so much that they got the heck out of there as fast as they could. And later they realized that they were missing 2 hours of time. Now some believe that this couple encountered a spontaneous portal. Another strange story happened when a man went to Sedona to go visit some ancient Native American structures. And while he was there, enjoying the beautiful scenery, he took some photos. And when he was taking one of these photos, he got struck with fear. The hair on the back of his neck started to rise. He had no idea why he felt this way, so he wanted to leave. And later, when he looked at these pictures, he saw a very interesting image of what appears to be something manifesting. Now some think that this is a ghost of a Native American, and others have stated online that this ghostly image has the outline of a Bigfoot, and just maybe this man caught on camera a Bigfoot manifesting, which I find fascinating, as many including Native Americans believe that Bigfoot is a spiritual creature, and there are Bigfoot sightings in this area. Another strange tale happened in 1989 when Jason Bogman, his wife and his 2 kids were camping, when one night they claimed that they saw a fleet of UFOs in the sky. And while they were watching in complete shock, one of these UFOs stopped and sent down a beam of light towards the ground. Jason stated that this light stopped in midair, then it slowly descended to the ground. Then it started to sweep the area like a searchlight, making Jason believe that it must have been looking for something. Then, the light disappeared and so did the UFO. Now Jason and his family were speechless. They couldn't believe what they had just seen with their own eyes. And they're not the only ones. There are tons of UFO sightings in this area just like this one, making Sedona a huge UFO hotspot. Now since we're on the subject of UFOs, there has been a story I've been wanting to cover for a while now that happened in the 70s, but only recently has this story been known to us. Not that long ago, a retired Air Force major came forward with an amazing encounter. This man, George Filer, who is now 84, shocked the world when he said that a friend of his shot and killed an alien. He stated that one day in New Jersey in 1978, his friend, a fellow soldier, was driving when he noticed that there was a low-flying craft near the army base at about 2 o'clock in the morning. So this soldier, wondering what the heck this craft was, decided to follow it, and he pursued it for about an hour. Then he realized that this craft was now flying right over him, and it was emitting a lot of colors, and this frightened soldier just stared at it in complete shock. And while he was staring at this UFO, he heard a noise in front of him. And when he looked, he saw an alien just standing there in front of his headlights. This alien was about 4 feet tall, grayish brown, had a huge head with long arms and a slender body. Now this soldier, scared out of his mind, got out of his truck, grabbed his handgun, and told the alien not to move. Then he shot it 5 times. Now I can understand the amount of fear one would go through when coming face to face with an alien being, but it's sad that he felt the need to shoot it. It was just standing there, well, at least according to George. And when this creature died, it gave off a horrible smell. Now the soldier did report this, and not too long after, a cleanup crew arrived to this location and they brought the dead alien back to base. Then the next day before his shift, this soldier was ordered to attend a meeting, and he was told never to talk about this ever again, and he didn't, well, at least not publicly. Now George, the one who came forward with the story, was at one time an intelligence officer, so he would be someone that could know about this if it actually happened, and he didn't come forward with a story until he was old, just like a lot of other whistleblowers. I think that once someone knows something like this, and when they reach a certain age, they want to talk about it. They want the world to know the truth. And I'm not saying that just because George was once an intelligence officer that we should automatically believe him, but in my opinion, he's just a little bit more credible. And if this story is true, I feel sorry for the alien. It was just standing there. Maybe he or she was trying to give us some world-changing information or something, who knows? But I wish the soldier didn't shoot it. Now going back to Sedona, one thing that shocked me when I was researching the Portal and Treasure Hunters video is that in an article I read, a lot of people go missing here. In fact, it's one of the highest in the country. And here we have stories coming from people who claim that they're seeing anomalies while out hiking, such as a glass-like image that was on a trail, treasure hunters and Native Americans who believe that there are portals, people seeing UFOs, and even Bigfoot, making me and thousands of others believe that something paranormal is responsible for a lot of these unsolved disappearances. Could some of these missing people have walked into a portal without even knowing it? Or maybe they got abducted by aliens, who knows? But one thing is for sure, Sedona holds a lot of secrets just waiting to be discovered. Until next time, this is Paranormal Junkie. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned.